Hi there, my name's Jim Riley, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about why I think I'm qualified to teach abroad in Istanbul, Turkey. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background, education, where I came from, and also some of my ideas on classroom management, and essentially why I'd like to teach abroad in Istanbul. First off, my background. I've got a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and International Relations from Abilene Christian University in Texas, where I graduated summa cum laude in 2007. While I was there, I studied abroad at Oxford, St. Hugh's College, Oxford University, for one semester, and I studied at the Forrester Language Institute in San Jose, Costa Rica, for a summer learning Spanish. Um, After my Bachelor's of Arts, I went directly into a master's program at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, where I graduated with my degree in international relations and international security studies. That was a Master of Letters. From there, I moved back to Texas and took a job in the Texas Capitol with the Lieutenant Governor of the state for one legislative session, where I was an aide to the Director of Policy, Julia Rathgeber. That was in Austin, Texas in 2008. From there, I decided politics just wasn't for me. Nothing personal. Had a good working experience, but just decided to move out of the Senate. And so I took a job teaching English in Spain, where I was through the Spanish Ministry of Education, a cultural and language ambassador through the Junta de Andalucia, where I was stationed in Almeria, Andalusia, and I taught high school to college age students English in a variety of subjects. I prepared the bilingual curriculum at the IES Gaviota throughout the years 2009 to 2010. I also taught private high-level business English classes, and I instructed professors at the school there in private conversation English classes and grammar, and helped prepare curriculum for them. I believe my experience in Spain is probably most pertinent to my application to teach in Turkey. I enjoyed teaching internationally. I spent a year. I had no problems with cultural inadequacies, I guess. I fit right in and had a great experience. I enjoyed teaching abroad, and I enjoyed teaching in Southern Europe. Spain was a good experience, and I became fluent in Spanish. Um, I think also, and this will come a little later when it goes to classroom management, Spanish students, especially in the South, are particularly notorious for being rowdy. So this one of your questions is what if a student is spoiling a lesson? Well, this was definitely not uncommon in Spain, but I think you see teachers getting upset sometimes and getting annoyed and getting mad at the student and raising their voice, and I think sometimes that encourages the student to keep misbehaving, especially depending on the age and depending on the personality of that student. Um, but I think often what works best is positive reinforcement and just telling them, you'll get this if you can act this way, and we need to get through this lesson today, and tomorrow this will be your reward, or the class will receive this treat, or whatever, these minutes of time outside to play, or this game that we play, um, if we can finish the lesson, and if you can calm down and let's not ruin this experience, this learning experience for everyone else just because you're um, having a bad day or whatever. So regarding classroom management, I don't think I have a problem managing 20 to 25 students. I don't think I'd have a problem dealing with one student who's spoiling a lesson. Like I said, I think positive reinforcement's good. I would talk to the local teachers to see what is culturally acceptable in terms of how they deal with the behavior issues in class. And then if there were still problems, obviously I would eventually need to speak to higher up, like the principal or vice principal, I guess, whoever deals with those issues in that school. Um, so those are kind of some of my responses to classroom management, dealing with 20 to 25 students. Um, what if a student's spoiling a lesson? And yeah, I think positive reinforcement is one of the best ways to control a classroom in general. Um, and yeah, from my time at Spain, let me just mention really quick. So I did the teaching and language assistantship, and then I took a job as a director of an arts program in Phoenix, Arizona. I directed, that was at an elementary school. So I've actually had experience teaching at all levels, from elementary school, middle and high school in Spain, to now where I'm in a Master of Fine Arts in screenwriting at Pepperdine University in Malibu. Where I am also a teaching assistant at the university level. Of all the groups, I'm comfortable at all levels, but I think most comfortable at the college level. I've been a teaching assistant for 2 years now at Pepperdine University, and I'm teaching upper level humanities classes. In short, I'd love the experience to teach abroad in Turkey. From everything I've learned and realized, Turkey's an up-and-coming country, a very vibrant country, particularly in Istanbul. Seems really dynamic, and I'd like to just present a good understanding of the English language to whichever group I'm assigned to. Thank you for hearing my interview, and look forward to hearing back soon.